Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, everybody. Hi, Papa. See you was in nice and early this morning. How's everybody? We just kind of wait around and see who pops in. Morning, Willow. Any updates on your brother? Oh, I need to get my candle lit. I'm running a little behind this morning. Morning, baby girl. How's Hunter today? How are you today? Yeah, I caught that, Miss Willow. Whenever you're done with your breathing treatments and whatnot, let me know and I'll set you up with a link and you can come chit chat with me on the panel. I'm glad you're both doing well, baby girl. I miss Irene. Oh, you've already had it? Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm still fidgeting around trying to get my hair did. Get it put up. Right now, it's a big puffy mess. Are you feeling better today, Jay? Or did you get some rest last night? Sorry, I'm not real talkative yet today. I'm still trying to function. Oh, I'm a hot mess today already. I do hope everybody's doing well. I had a good time last night at Mr. Jim's. Ugh. 3 whole hours of sleep in the hospital room. Yeah, I understand that. I really do. Because, you know, being in the hospital room, and then they want to come and pester you every 15 minutes, and then all the noise in the hallway, and all everybody else's monitors and everything. All the sounds and crap going on. It's a nightmare. Oh, let's see if I can't drop a link here. Get somebody else up here with me. Whew, I was getting my due did. There we go. Did it go? There it is. Hello, Jay.
Good morning.
Morning, morning.
Yeah, it wasn't so much the noise in the hospital, but when they got me to the room finally, uh, I thought they were putting me in cold storage because I checked the thermostat and it was set on 62 degrees,
Oh, Lordy.
which I immediately changed it to my normal temperature at home. And by about 3 o'clock in the morning, uh, I felt like I was in an oven being roasted. So
Uh-huh.
uh, it was terrible. And then sometime Saturday morning, I needed to shift around and my feet went over the edge of the bed just slightly. I wasn't trying to get up.
Boop.
They had turned on the bed alarm for me.
Oh, no.
You know, I've been in the hospital hundreds of times and I'm always marked a fall risk, but never, ever have they turned on the bed alarm.
Oh, wow.
So, like, oh God, that's
Well, they set
Hello,
you up,
everyone.
didn't they?
anyway. I finally got out of there and got home. So,
Home where you could actually rest.
yeah, that's why I missed the start of Mr. Jim last night because I got home about 2, ate a quick sandwich, laid down, and next thing I knew,
You were
where's Jay?
gone.
Where's Jay?
Food coma.
Now just exhaustion.
Back too.
Yeah.
And hello, Miss Ashley. I said, you were just plumb exhausted. What a nightmare.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I had completely forgotten that you were going in for some testing Friday and that you had said you were going to be in overnight. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and then then I messaged you. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry.
That was no biggie. I needed to get up.
Hey, Judy May.
Hi, Miss Judy May.
Hi, Ashley. Hi, Judy.
Oh goodness. But yeah, then I typed it into Mr. Jim's chat too. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot he had a procedure yesterday. He had to stay in the hospital overnight. And I said, so he's probably resting. Oh goodness.
Well, I had planned on being there on time, but I guess I forgot to set an alarm. So,
And well, it happens to us all, you know.
Yep, it happens.
We were all just trudging right along. I think you've got Mr. Jim spoiled because Willow offered, and so did Lindsay Ann to pop in and take over for you, to help out. Lindsay Ann offered first, and then Willow did, and they're like, "Nah, we'll just make it without. It'll be all right.
yeah, well, he's done it for quite some time without any help. So,
I'll get it again,
um,
Irene. Hold on."
Lisa used to help him a long time ago, but yeah. But I know sometimes Miss Joni gets flustered with trying to keep track of everything, and
Oh yeah, she was trying to whoop on
you
him. It was funny.
know,
She probably did whack
Oh,
him a
that was
few
a hoot.
times.
yeah.
But it was funny. It's always a good time at Mr. Jim's.
Yeah.
Yep, and it's always a better time when Joni is on her game. And she was definitely that last night.
Yeah, she was full piss and vinegar, boy, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, from my page? Oh, I'll tell you.
I got it.
Excuse me.
I got it, Ma.
There's the long one instead of the short one.
Oh.
Somebody's blowing you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't here.
Oh, goodness. Oh. What
Yeah,
is...
there's notifications that I can't miss. So if I turn the volume down on it, then
Yeah, I know. Every time I turn around, there's some kind of notification. Yeah. Facebook notifications, email notifications.
yeah. Well, my home health care sends me texts all the time. So
Yeah, there's always a notification for something. Or one of my children.
and I just got an offer from them Thursday. I didn't know they offered it, but they have a hospice care branch that offers just weekly somebody to come in and help clean and help with other things
Oh,
and all this and that. And it's all covered by my insurance. So
well, that's nice.
they came out and got my information Thursday, and then I got one of the nurses will be here Monday to go over some more details of it with me. And my doctor approved the referral, so
Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting that. Nurses and a housekeeper, but
yeah.
with
Well, I've had a nurse through them for over a year, taking care of my monthly procedures that I need and other things on occasion. But this is actual like helping around the house. So
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, there's more stuff you can get too if you can get them to classify you as in-home long-term care,
yeah,
which is what they did with me. To you can get home modifications and all kinds of stuff,
yeah.
pest control. But yeah, where you're in an apartment, that I don't know if that stuff would be.
Well, my apartment complex provides pest control. In fact, they're going to be here Monday also.
Mm.
So yeah.
Hey, Angel.
Plus my apartments, I have
oh, look,
each apartment building here
this
has a case
angel is
manager.
not blue.
So I can call him all the time and get all kinds of help through them also.
That's cool.
Like Thursday before I needed to go into the hospital, I needed some of my clothes cleaned to be able to take some clean clothes, and all of our dryers were broken down here at our building. And since I couldn't walk to one of the other buildings down the block
Uh-huh.
to use the laundry there, I called my case manager here, and he whipped up one of my neighbors that could go and run down and do a load for me.
That was nice.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, my brother, y'all, on Friday, family member took him to hospital because he'd been fighting Rona for about a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And he was put in overnight, or they had admitted him, put it to you that way.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning, he freaked out and wanted out. So he got himself dismissed, which would have been yesterday. And a few hours later, his oxats were dropping too much. So his daughter took him to another hospital. And mind you, these are hospitals in small towns all over this part of the state. It's not more than one hospital in a big city kind of deal. And so she drove him there, got him admitted and everything and stuff. And pretty much within a couple hours, I got notified that he was being transferred to another hospital because his oxstats would not stay stabilized. Even on oxygen, he was bouncing between 40 and 90%.
Wow.
And
Oh, that's low.
he kept tanking. Well, when he went into the second hospital, his sats were averaging 50. But they transferred him to this other hospital, which is in a bigger city,
Mhm.
burb of Kansas City.
Uh-huh.
And that's where he's at now. And I haven't heard anything yet this morning on an update on him or anything. So
No, I hope they can help him out.
Well, if he isn't too daggum stubborn and goes AMA again.
no, pretty much his daughter said, "You stay in here, or I will force Baker Act."
Ooh.
So he ain't going nowhere, trust me, because his daughter will put the hammer down on him. So she's kind of a mini me. So she's a tough chick. When she was about 3.5, 4, about 4, I'd say. Country road, riding on the back of a toolbox on the back of a pickup. Holding a Route 44, so nothing, no hand, no free hands. A 4-year-old holding a Route 44 is, like them trying to hang onto a gallon bucket. And the aunt took a corner too fast. She flew out of the back end, impacted with a ditch, and the majority of her face was ripped off. She was extremely fortunate that just so happened when she went in, when she was hauled to the hospital by the ambulance, that the best plastic surgeon in this part of the country just happened to be there at the moment. He got her right into surgery, and you can't hardly tell it ever happened.
That's pretty cool. I mean,
but it was a very long road.
But pretty cool about the plastic surgeon.
Yeah, exactly. That was serendipity on the highest level.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you can't tell. She's about 30 now, and yeah, you can't tell that she had to have basically her face put back on. I mean, I'm talking nose and all. She unless she decides on implants, she has had dentures since she was little. Because it shattered. It blew out a bunch of her teeth, and then others shattered up in the gum. Of course, she had baby teeth at the time. The adult teeth that were developing up in the gums just literally crumbled to dust. They had to reconstruct a couple sections of her jaw. Yeah, you can't. She's got like a little hairline scar above her lip. And that's about it.
Wowzer. That was a miracle in itself right there, I'll tell you.
It was, yeah. It took a long time. She couldn't get, like permanent dentures, or I don't know if they did implants or not. I can't remember. They may have, but she couldn't get any of that done until she finished growing.
Well, yeah.
So she had to deal with it all through her school years and everything. But she's a tough chick, and yeah, Daddy ain't going nowhere. He's staying in there. Because he don't want to deal with her going cowboy on her. So we're going cowboy on him. So like I said, she's kind of a mini me in that sense that she don't take guff, and if it needs done, it gets done.
There you go. There you have it.
So yeah, he ain't gonna buck her. We
Well,
done learned that lesson.
even in the state you're in right now, I wouldn't want to go toe to toe with you. Seriously.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't have medical authority for him. He's never granted that to either of us.
Hmm.
So his girls obviously do, which is great. That's fine. And, I'm glad of that. And they know that, um, if they're in a situation where they're not quite sure what to do and stuff like that, they call us. So,
Yeah.
um, if it's something they haven't experienced, like medically or something like that, and they don't quite understand or anything like that, they know I've been through the ringer on that stuff and
Hmm.
they can pick my brain whenever they need to. So,
Well, at least they've got somebody to fall back on if they need the help,
yeah. But he's probably fretting about the bills and all that because, truck driver,
Mm-hmm.
he ain't
You don't
running,
make
he ain't
money
making a
if you
living.
ain't driving.
But, well, his finances, he's also fighting hepatitis B because he shared a needle he shouldn't have as a drug addict. Um, so he's already vulnerable, which is concerning. Um, but all we can do is pray he gets through it. So that's all we can do. But he's pushing 60, so
Mm-hmm.
he ain't exactly a spring chicken.
Oh, well, what a week we've all had.
Yeah. Hey, Matt.
So what's up for the upcoming week for everybody? I know things are on the slowdown due to the holiday.
Yeah,
We have
not for
no
me.
bingo Monday night because Johnny's here in Illinois.
Well, the first part of this week is going to be batshit crazy because tomorrow I go in for a sedated MRI out of town, about an hour from here.
Yeah.
I was also notified Friday that I need to re up my oxygen and they need me to do an overnight pulse oximeter doohickey again
Oh shit.
by the 23rd, which is Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, not a lot of time. They're supposed to give you 5 days minimum, and with the holiday or with the weekend, access to be able to even get the equipment picked up isn't going to happen until Tuesday, which is the 23rd, because I won't be here tomorrow. By the time I get back, the medical supply place will already be closed. So, um, you know, because they've got me scheduled. They're doing thoracic and lumbar.
Uh-huh.
One is at 10:30. One is at 1:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, how are they going to do that with sedation? Are they just going to keep me knocked out that long, or are they going to like wake me back up and then put me down again? How are they going to pull that off?
Why don't they do it all at once?
Well, normally they would, but they have to have a medical code for each part, and which means they also need a time slot for each part, and that's what was available.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's bull. Chances are they'll probably just do it all when they put me in there and just, ignore the second time. But if they don't, yeah, I'm going to be under sedation far longer than expected, and which means coming out of it is going to be far slower than expected. And yeah,
Yeah, I have a hard time coming out of sedation. Are you kidding? Jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it was the soonest time that they could get, which was nearly 2 months out. So yeah, I grabbed it, and I will find more out when I get there. And I'm looking them dead in the face and saying I want answers. Because yeah, over the phone they just chuff you off.
Yeah.
So in the past, when that has happened, yeah, they've just went ahead and done them because it's only like a 10-minute difference from one to the other. So I would assume that's what they're going to do, but yeah, you just never know. They might decide to get a little asinine, and you know. But yeah, so then I've got to get that done and get the pulse oximeter thing done. I guess what if I don't get it done by the 23rd? They're not going to are they going to come and try to compensate, or I don't know.
It's just a Pepsi, y'all.
Figured.
Yeah,
Anyways, yeah, welcome to my world.
So,
And of course, while I'm recovering from all of that, I'm supposed to be able to cook Thanksgiving dinner.
well, at least it's you and Sis.
Yeah. Yeah, Sis is off now, and she got off Friday. She's off till after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's what, on Thursday?
Yeah.
And she's off until the following Monday because they gave them Friday too. So,
It's a university. Most of the kids are gone anywho.
yeah.
It's not like there's a whole lot to do.
Well, oftentimes when the kids are gone, that's when they strip floors and stuff like that. But there's not enough window of time with this, so yeah, not gonna happen. And apparently they don't plan on doing it for Christmas either because she had scheduled to take off to January 2nd, and they're giving them till the 5th. So she withdrew all but one of the days that she had put in because they're giving them paid leave.
Right,
Just,
Papa Smurf. That's what Tim said. Pop top again.
oh God, where did I get the hiccups? I haven't drank anything or ate anything except sips of water.
Sips of water with your medicine.
No, I haven't eaten yet. So I haven't had that.
I just finished my brunch.
Yeah, Tim was messing with the grandbaby. Well, he was babysitting, and we were both babysitting. And the grandson gave him his hiccups. It was so funny. I heard it. I was laughing. It was like, transfer. So,
Hey, Vicky. Yeah, it's just kind of crazy around here right now. But
thank you, Vicky.
yep, I did that before I popped out the chat and closed the YouTube window.
Yeah, I always pop out to the YouTube chat. That way I have both chats to be able to see.
Yep.
Yeah, so I can type in the chat when I don't want to say something.
Dishes are washed. The stove is cleaned. Awesome, Vicky. You want to come do mine? I don't have much.
Anytime I'm sedated, I always pack a bag and take it with if I'm going out of town.
Oh yeah,
Just in case complications.
yeah. Anytime I go to the ER or anything, I always take my go bag with me because I have to have my CPAP machine and all that. So
Yeah, I've got a go bag, but I'm talking.
I hate the ones they provide in the hospital. They're crap.
Yeah. I've got a go bag, but if I'm going out of town and I'm being sedated, I always take a 3-day suitcase.
Yeah.
Just stuff it in the trunk and it's there. And that way, if there's complications and I get admitted, Sis doesn't have to drive an hour home to get a few things and take it an hour back, kind of thing. You know, I've got what I need to get me through, at least 3 days stay.
Yeah.
It's just precautionary. I've never had to use it, but it's there if it's needed.
Right.
And be grateful it is if that does happen because, I have my OCDs that, I gotta like keep my hands busy and stuff, and you can't do that if there's nothing. So, which increases my anxiety, which I have a lot of being in a hospital anyways because of bad experiences there. PTSD followed the experiences. Bad enough that they brought in out of town headhunters and swept the hospital of some of that staff. So yeah, I just go prepared. It's just me. I've always been one of those. Same with, like when I was taking care of my folks, if we were going out of town for something like that, I'd pack one for them too. So,
yeah. The last time I went to the ER at my normal hospital, they have like I think 40 treatment rooms in the emergency area, and they've got like half the nursing staff they used to have. So super long waits.
I can't even begin to tell you the last time I went to the ER out here at my Band-Aid station for myself.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's 4 or 6 bays in our little local hospital. I don't know how many in the one I'm going to because I've never been through that ER. So I'm not sure. But it's a big hospital, so I would assume there's a good bit. But yeah, I've never been through that ER, so I don't know how big it is.
One thing that our emergency medical transport service has done here, since because of the shortage in the hospitals, is if your call can be handled by a doctor or a physician's assistant or a nurse, they will send someone to your home instead of picking you up and taking you to the emergency room.
Yeah, as far as I know, they're not doing that here yet. The doctors here don't do on-call in the ER anymore. Now we have hospitalists.
Right.
So, no idea.
Yeah.
I haven't had to go.
What you crafting today?
Yeah, girl. She makes some neat stuff. I use scrapbook paper to make like envelopes for my sewing patterns. It's kind of the extent of my artsy fartsy with that. Some of the stuff she does with paper is just nuts.
Ornaments.
Yeah, but that can be cool. If I can ever get my pain management back under, I want to dig out and do the bead cascades ornaments. I haven't done any of them in a good while.
Sweetie.
There she is. Bead cascades. I haven't done any of them in a good while.
Sweetie.
There she is.
Cool. I made this one on Vicky's channel this morning. And this one.
Those are neat.
Sorry, my phone is.
Those are neat.
There we go. Yeah. So right now I'm decorating them with gems.
Oh,
Right now I'm decorating them. There we go.
there you go. Ooh, those are pretty. I love blue.
Ooh, yeah, I like
Or
the
is
blue
that
ones.
purple?
These need to be decorated yet. And then
Hi, Carol Ann. No, it's not snowing.
Hey, Carol Ann, how you doing, hon?
Oh, that's cute.
and this one you can put candy canes in it. The hat, you put 5 candy canes.
Oh, nifty.
And then these ones are all done. These ones are pink and silver.
Oh, look at you.
So, and I got more projects I'm working on while I'm sitting here. So that's what I'm doing. Right now I'm decorating the ornament. So
You would think I'd be more into paper crafts. You remember those little kits from like Dover that you used to be able to get? It was like a little booklet you could get in like the little dollar toy aisle thing in grocery stores back in the day to put together to make like a little Indian village or a little plantation village and that kind of stuff. I
Mhm.
love those. I love papercraft. But yeah, every time I think about papercraft, it looks great and everything, but I don't know, it just doesn't grab me. Maybe it's because I can't afford, like the embossers and the die cutters and stuff. I don't know.
yeah, I have that for my scissors, the die
Oh,
cutters
awesome.
and stuff.
Enjoy,
Well,
Carol Ann.
they've got all these machines and stuff that you can do a lot of that stuff, and I don't have any of them. When I quilt, I still cut my pieces by hand. Fancy to me is I actually have a rolly cutter instead of having to use scissors all the time. The only reason I have that's because I won it on a contest.
I don't know, I just enjoy it. It gives me pleasure.
That's me and my beads and my needlework. And I think that's probably kind of why I'm there, because they didn't really do the fancy paper stuff until, after I was already well seated into that for decades.
Right.
My beads, my floss, my threads.
Oh, wow, Carol Ann.
Oh, good
Wow.
Lord. Yeah, that ain't happening. Just the thought of bouncing around on one of them things makes my back hurt even worse.
Right.
I say, my poor legs would be swollen, and my back would be killing me, but my legs would be swollen like none other.
And my right one tends to stay that way a little bit anyways. Ever since that knee blew, it wants to hold water.
Yeah, same here. You've seen.
Yeah, I have. But it always carries like a level of it, and then, it comes and goes. Whether or not, it turns into a big hairy ham.
Yeah, mine ebbs and flows as well. You never know. But it always does maintain a little bit.
Yeah. My left one don't.
Yeah.
It don't do nothing, which is good. But the right one makes it interesting finding pants. I've had to go to a size larger pants just to accommodate the girth of that thigh. Which is where it mostly is. It doesn't really go down to my feet. It's just like thigh up.
Oh no, it's all the way down.
It's like a circulatory thing, just in the upper leg.
All right, I'm going to go down in the chat so I can decorate.
All
I
right,
don't want
dear.
to take up space, but I'll show you later when I'm done.
You know, well, I get to have up to 10 people. That includes me. So,
Well, I don't want to sit here and not talk to you guys.
no problem, dear. Oh, okay, Miss Carol Ann. We'll see how you feel later tonight.
She gonna be adventurous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the road trip tomorrow on Turnpike, aka well-maintained highway,
Uh-huh.
uh, is going to be more than enough for me. Because when you're bone on bone pretty much everywhere, and you get in something that's constantly in motion,
Right.
the bump and grind is immense. And yeah, I'm not going to be worth crap for a few days after. And you ought to be able to get a good aux-sat read on that thing when I finally get the equipment. Because when my pain levels go up in the spine, it grips, makes it
Everywhere.
harder to expand the lungs, and my
Yeah,
oxygen's drop.
exactly, Tim. Just stay away from the edges, Carol Ann. You have a great day, dear.
Yeah. Have fun, Carol Ann.
Yeah, stay away from the edges, and remember to look up on the doohickeys up top. Make sure there ain't no big cat looking down at you thinking you're dinner.
Oh, if you do see a kitty cat, please take a picture. Mm-hmm. From a distance. And
Yeah,
don't go,
nobody
here,
does that.
kitty, kitty, kitty.
All right, I just took my pre-food pills. Sis will be getting up here for too much longer since we've hit noon. She was tired after running errands last night and then stressing about Van.
Yeah.
Van is her full biological sibling,
Mm-hmm.
so they've been through a lot together in the first 6-7 years of their life because they lost their dad. Appendicitis, and he bled out on the table.
Terrible, terrible.
Yeah, so they're pretty tight. I love him, but otherwise I pretty much kind of just tolerate him because he's just a piece of work, put it to you that way.
So we know what Miss Carol Ann's doing, and we know what Miss Irene's doing. The three of us are sitting up here just kind of doing our thing. Jay's busy doing, song lyrics with Tim in the chat. Vicky is cleaning.
Yeah, I threw one lyric in there. It kind of fell flat though, so. Otherwise, I'm just trying to keep cats out of the way. I got Callie on my little table here, and I got Sable laid out next to me. Esme took over my bed as soon as I crawled out of it, which I was only in it for about 3 hours. I didn't sleep well last night. And Aspen is around here somewhere, but I'm not sure where. She's probably back in Jennifer's bedroom. She'll turn up when Sis wakes up, because that'll mean it's breakfast time.
Mm-hmm. That rotten little Esme. My goodness. Who isn't so little anymore.
She's huge. Huge and very alpha. Oh, Lord, she's exhausting. She's a
Running
sweat.
around with food zoomies after dinner, breakfast, and everything, and then running around trying to attack everybody and
She,
little shit.
last night, Sis had lettuce laid out to dry. She cleans it and then shreds it and puts it on a towel on the island for it to air dry.
Mm-hmm.
And Esme kept jumping up there and nicking pieces of it. Sis was sitting here trying to eat supper. We were trying to watch a TV show, which we hadn't had time to do since the weekend before. And she had to keep getting up and running in there and getting after her because she kept trying to. She had her way about it. She would have. I think that last time she just tried to grab the towel and jerk the whole thing off the island.
Oh, shoot.
Like the dish rag, we've been having to put under the. We have a 2-hole sink and we have the thing over the middle edge of it for protecting glassware.
Uh-huh.
We've been having to tuck it up under there because otherwise she nicks it and drags it across the floor for miles. We've been having to weight down the hand towels.
Mm-hmm.
We can't hang them on the stove handle door like we normally would.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's been interesting. I've been having to put a rubber band on the towel hanging in the bathroom because she keeps reaching up and jerking it off the rack. And she's just, oh, Lord. And then last night, Sis's bathroom still isn't complete because my back blew. I haven't been able to finish trimming it out after replacing wall and all that, floor and you name it, resetting the toilet and blah, blah, blah. So she has a shower basket that she carries up front here to use my bathroom. And she had put it on the vanity and then was going back to grab her clothes and do a couple other things. And all of a sudden, crash! And that went scattering all over the bathroom floor. And then Sis had to chase her down because she was bopping things like up under my bed and everything. It was crazy. Yeah, last night was crazy. And in the midst of all that chaos, we're trying to eat, trying to watch a show. We were hearing more about my brother. And yeah, last night was like freaking Keystone Cops, I swear. Nuts.
We had the little mouse last night while Mommy went to work, and he was cantankerous last night, and he was giving Grandpa a run for his money.
Oh, I bet.
I kept asking, I'm like, "Do you want me to take him? Do you want me to take him?" No, we're all right. I got him. All right. Okay. I'll take him. No, I got it. Finally, at some point, I managed to snatch him. And I took him and I wrestled with him. And I finally got him to go to sleep. And I had to go potty. I was going to put him back in his bassinet. But every time I'd take a step, he'd open his eyes and he'd look at me. I'd keep rocking him and patting his butt. Every step I'd take, and he'd keep looking at me. And I was like, oh, hell. So I just gave him back to Grandpa.
Yeah, when you gotta go, you gotta go. And trust me, I've done it with the kitten.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to manage all of that one-handed.
So I gave him back to Grandpa, and he stayed to Grandpa until Mama got home from work last night. So yeah, while I was sitting in here doing the thing at Mr. Jim's,
Esme loves to snooze on the lid of the stool. So I have to pick her up and hold her until, I get the lid lifted, the britches down, and get my butt planted on the toilet. Otherwise, yeah, she's still trying to do divers in there. Yeah, after that first one where she
where she had tried to head dive.
Yeah, she went floor and right into the tank. Just split second. So I'm fishing a cat out. I got a wet cat in one hand, my britches in the other, hollering for Sis. Yeah, that was an interesting night. But yeah, I'm trying not to repeat that with my back where it is right now.
Yeah.
So I just pick up the cat, hold the cat, and, go that route. Just so, yeah, there's no risk of her. Because, she'll hang out there on the floor in front of my feet. So, I take care of my business and go to stand up and, pick her up. So I'm pulling my britches up one-handed with the cat in the other hand, and so that she doesn't run her into the tank again.
Yeah. That was just hilarious. I was like,
oh God.
Oh, wow.
just thankful that, all the junk had went down the pipe already, and it was just the fresh water moving in there
Right.
at that point. But she still got a bath. But, at least I wasn't picking up a totally crap-covered cat. So,
Yeah.
oh, God. Yeah, it was funny because I let out a war whoop, and here comes Sis, and she was like, what? And I'm here like, wet cat, dumped in the toilet. Just so that I could finish getting my shit together. And, yeah, then we had to proceed to bathe the kitten.
Oh. All right, Miss Judy May. You have a good day.
Bye, Judy May. Take care, hon. If I don't see you, have a good holiday.
Ain't no boogieing going on around here for me, I'll tell you. One false move and I'm on the ground. Screw that noise.
Yeah, ditto. Yeah, I think I'm even taking my walker tomorrow.
Oof.
Because, yeah, God only knows how I'm going to feel when. My biggest concern is while I'm out and they transfer me off the MRI table onto the gurney,
Mm-hmm.
if they flop me, jar me too hard, don't have me smoothed out, and they end up popping my back out or something like that, so I still, gotta be able to get home. So, if it's a walker to hobble my butt back out to the car, yeah, that's how we'll do it. Because if my back is set off that bad, riding in a wheelchair, the bumpity bump that goes along with that, I'm not having it. I will crawl before they'll put me in that. Be less painful. Because, in them big old facilities like that, to get back out to your car, it's not, a jaunt back out to the atrium and then you're parked in handicap 20 foot from the door, like it is here in this little local mom and pop one we've got. You have to park in a garage and, hike miles.
I was say, around here when we go to the major hospitals, you can, whoever takes you can go and get the car and you wait and they go get the car and then then the car comes up and then you get in the car from there. That you don't have to go and walk all the way to wherever the car is parked.
Yeah, you have to have somebody that is navigationally sound enough to be able to find the car, find their way out to the garage to find the car. Yeah.
Also, we have valet parking at our hospitals.
They don't even know what valet parking is. It's Kansas.
Yeah, my hospital did have valet parking until COVID, and now
Hey,
you got to
Mr.
do it
Bones.
yourself.
Hey, Mr. Bones.
Framed 8x10s.
We're just framed pictures in this little library.
Yeah, Jay's sitting on the cat butt. Well, y'all
Survivor
are.
hadn't screamed yet.
You're sitting on Frederick the Literate's butt. Which is what that image is that she has as her background.
Yeah.
Frederick the Literate, painting by Charles Wasaki. One of my favorites. I love his work.
I saw it and I fell in love with it. I'm like, ooh, gotta have it.
Yeah, she didn't even know who did it. She just had to have it. When I told her who it was, then that sent her down a rabbit hole to go check out his others because he's got a whole series
like
of
the
cat
first
paintings.
panel of 3.
Yep. Yeah, she didn't even know that that was a triptych.
I can't wait for Thanksgiving videos to start rolling out this week, Mr. Bones.
Whack. Your favorite kitty is up here trying to get held.
Aw, Miss Sable.
Yeah. She won. She's going to be lounging on my left boot.
That would be normal.
Yep. We do this a lot. Don't we, baby girl? Yeah. She went to bed with me this morning and she just got comfortable. I just got comfortable, and then here come a little orange fluff ball that tried to usurp her out of her spot in the bed,
Mhm.
which is one side of my pillow. She stretched herself out along the edge of the headboard on the mattress. And so I'm sitting there trying to read my Kindle, and right behind my hand is a munchkin. And right next to my chest was hissing Sable.
Mhm.
You know, she
Yeah.
just kept looking at her and going, I'm like, would you two stop?
Oh, I bet, Mr. Bones. And it would probably really be cool. You need to tinker around with it, figure it out. Hello, Miss Vicky.
Hey,
How
Myra.
are you today?
No, no, let me sit up.
Yeah, she seems to be doing that quite a bit, Miss Vicky. Gives her something to do. Folks seem to enjoy it. Gives everybody something to do. Good. No, I don't know what I'm going to do this week. We don't really do actual, holidays and whatnot. So I do. I really enjoy bingo. I do miss going to the bingo halls, though. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
I've been a bingo addict since I was very, very young. I used to go to the VFW halls and stuff with, my older
Yeah,
family members.
that's where my dad called bingo at the VFW, one of the VFWs here, and I remember when I was like 5 or 6 years old, I was running through and picking up the cards off the table and putting them away at the end of the games, and uh,
I ain't
Yeah,
sure if I do, but I'll
around
check
here,
it out, Mr. Bones. I have so many I can't remember anymore. When you're over 500 people on your subscription list, and you do have your bells, even if you got the bell rung for everybody, it's still hard to remember.
popping the popcorn channel. sub to it, Mr. Bones.
Tim found the chips bag.
Oh boy.
Sorry, kids. Even though I'm about 10 foot from the mic, I'm sorry.
Well, y'all hear everything Sis is doing in the kitchen, and
Yeah.
she's 15, 20 foot away.
It was me, Mr. Bones.
Corn kernels to mark the numbers. That when I first time I ever went, we had the boards that had the little slides. You slid over the numbers.
Yeah, I think that's
Yep.
what they used to have here at the senior center, but now
Yeah, and the
They're
first
all-
cards had those metal tabs. Man, those things got sharp on the corners sometimes.
yeah, now everything here, they give you the paper ones, and you have to have the daubers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
paper.
I used to have some really nice daubers.
Yeah, paper cards, and then now you got the computer play. I haven't been since they started that.
I've only been one time in my whole life. I was taken by a family friend. I don't know. I just never did it again. I was pretty young then, probably 30s. Life happens, but
Yeah,
I have never been where it's computer ever.
yeah, when I did it, it was paper.
yeah.
Paper
I guess
daubers.
it's been mid-90s since I've been to bingo. I remember one weekend my dad and I went and we played a Thursday night session, 2 sessions on Friday, 3 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday. And we brought home over $3,000
Wow.
in winnings.
Wow.
Now I used to go with one of my adopted mamas to the senior center. You play you for $1. It was just for the senior. It was at the senior center. You donated $1 and you bought
Yeah.
your cards, and you dotted it out. And then if you got bingo, you chose something from the donation table. And that's what it was. It was all done by donations and stuff. From whatever. It was snacks or things that you could use to help you around the house.
One of the coolest things about bingo in my life was that I met my first wife at a bingo game.
Irene, don't leave yet. Look, I know your sugar's dropping, but look.
Baby.
There's the munchkin. Yeah, I think she done went before. Yeah, it should be better.
Yep, you see me. Everybody's like, hey, little guy.
Kelly with Hip Flipping Mama just found my Facebook page.
Yeah. Yep. There's your boy, Auntie Mimi.
Oh, there she is.
Well, I think we got some spit up, Mommy. No?
Oh, okay, Angel, you're cutting up cranberries. Earlier you said that you cut the cranberry. I thought you farted. Yeah. Tell my brain ain't with it today.
Oh, reading the 51. Yeah, girlfriend, you need to get something in you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Irene, go get you something fast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get some juice and get something in you, honey.
Man,
Okay.
when I was in the Metro Access vehicle on the way to the hospital Friday morning, one of the passengers in the seat behind me, her blood sugar dropped to 45 and she didn't have any candy. And I had some in my bag, but the driver, we were almost at her destination, so the driver didn't stop to get my glucose tablets out. But she ended up being okay.
Yeah. Had to stop for just a hot second, throw on the camera so that, Irene could get her
What?
little man fix.
I love you too.
Everybody that loves the BB can get their BB fix. Oh, there went Jay.
Oh, you fell out.
Yeah, it happens.
Yep.
But, oh gosh, I'll tell you, we just been.
I'm surprised y'all can't hear her purring here.
No, I actually can't hear her. Of course, I got the TV on behind me for background noise.
She was doing the whole reaching up over my arm and everything, touching my face.
Close the wrong tab.
I did that the other day. I was on Sandy's channel. I hit the wrong button. Might have to drop it again so he can
I
get in.
did. It's just gonna take it a second.
Oh, he's gonna stay in the chat because he's got some housework he needs to do.
Oh, that's fine, Papa. Insulin shortages. Holy mackerel.
Good grief. How in the world is that happening?
Didn't have her daughter's insulin. Said that the insulin fridge was almost empty. That there's insulin shortages. How is that? How in the world is that possible?
Yeah, really.
I don't get that one. That one does not compute with me.
Ditto. Thankfully, I don't need that anymore. I personally haven't needed it, but I had a cat.
I've never had to have it, but it doesn't compute.
Well, you got to remember I had Inanna, and she was an insulin dependent diabetic. So
Yeah, I know. But like I said, it's still. Hello, Adam. How are you today, dear?
hey, Adam, that's Frederick the Literate.
Hope you're doing well.
Probably Jay. That's what I was thinking.
And hello, Miss Isabel.
Hello, Isabel. Now she's just sitting here. Give me the stink eye. About half asleep.
Really, Myra?
Weird.
I have no clue. I'm so out of the loop for news and information. Whatever info I get comes from all of my friends and family here on the YouTube circle.
All your fellow YouTubians.
Yep. That is such a coin phrase. I love that from her, Miss Tina.
Yep.
What are you doing today, Mr. Adam? Hanging out at the record store? Trying to get something done? Be sure you drop your link so that everybody can stop in and do the morning coffee and sales and your 20-minute record sales, etc. Because you have some really good deals on your albums.
Yeah, Sis and I wouldn't mind getting into albums again, but we don't have a player. We've still got a small stack of albums, but I mean, we used to have cabinets full.
Yeah, we just got our avatars up today.
Yeah, our avatars are up, Isabel.
Yes, it is, Adam. Music altogether is therapeutic.
Yeah. Well, we grew up in the era of LPs and cassettes. When CDs came along, I was hesitant to transition. I finally did. Now I'm gradually phasing out the cassettes as I can replace them with a CD.
Yeah.
Slow going.
Well, I have albums, 8-tracks, some cassettes, CDs. I have 45. You name it, I got them all.
Yeah, I personally don't have any records. Sis still has a few, but I'm not sure if they're ones that she kept for her that was her stuff, or if it's stuff that she kept that was mom's.
Well, we used to have several cassettes, but they got ruined. I didn't realize they had gotten left in the garage. And, well,
Yeah,
they got ruined. Let's just leave it at that. They were in cassette cases, carry cases,
mm-hmm.
storages. Yeah, they got left in the garage, and they went through many heat cycles and cooling cycles, and well, yeah, they got ruined.
Yeah, they crumbled.
Oh, and they were good cassettes. Lots of good music. And sad thing is majority of them there were Tim's. Some of them were mine, and some of them were ours, but majority of them were his. And yeah, it was a sad thing.
Yeah, I've never understood these miles and miles of them that people have in their cars, and they end up out of the cases, chunked in the back seat. The cases get crushed, blah blah blah. I don't know. I guess I just wasn't that person. If I was in my car, unless I was traveling, I just was listening to the radio. But if I was traveling, doing a road trip, then I would take some. But the case that always like go into the hotel room with me at night. Leaving the car in the elements.
Well, I used to keep cassettes and CDs and stuff like that in the car. I had some cases that I would keep in the car, and I had the visor ones that I kept in the car for the CDs, without their jewel cases. But it was just one of those things. Most of the time, I just listened to the radio, but there were times where I just got tired of listening to adverts or talk radio, and it's like just throw in a cassette or throw in a CD and just listen to the music.
Well, the radios that they got now, you can like plug your MP3 player into it and listen to your MP3s, on your car radio and stuff like that. And I think the radio in the car that we have now has a CD player, but I've never used it. I think I tested it when we got it, but I don't recall ever grabbing a CD and taking it out and putting it in there. I just don't go anywhere anymore, really. So
Yeah, ours has a CD player. I don't believe I've ever used it. I usually just use the auxiliary cord and use my phone and hit YouTube.
yeah, I've never done that. I mean, our lighter thing doesn't even work in the car, so can't even charge the phone in the car.
So, like I said, I just plug in my auxiliary cord, plug it into my phone, tap into YouTube, and listen to YouTube.
Excuse me.
Vicky just turned on her speaker and turned on her playlist. There you go. And I agree, Vicky. Love her family. Get together this Thanksgiving. Be kind and share with someone that doesn't have family close if you can.
Well said.
Most of my kids, I believe, are working Thanksgiving. So I know my son works Thanksgiving. My youngest daughter's working Thanksgiving.
Middle
daughter's working Thanksgiving. Oldest daughter is not.
Husband is babysitting.
Yeah, well, we're babysitting.
I don't know. I mean, I did buy an MP3 player to have in my pocket, like when I was working in the yard, mowing, that kind of thing. I was putting in flower beds and all that out here and all that when my back blew. So, but yeah, I still got it. It's in the drawer over here somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had music on it, and I just put it on loop and listened to it while I was working out the doors. Of course, this was back when we first moved here 7 years ago.
Yeah.
A little over 7 years ago. I still had a flip phone, so it didn't have all the memory and stuff to be able to put it on the phone. So that's why I got this little, I don't know, it's probably like a $25 little MP3 player. Like I said, I still got it. I don't know if the built-in battery's still good on it, but I still got it. But I just chunked that in my pocket and run the earbud wire up under my shirt so I wasn't getting it hung up, and listen to tunes while I was working out there.
Yeah, I done that before.
And then I ended up getting a smartphone, and I moved all the music over onto it and got the type of headphones that has the little button so that you can answer a call.
Yeah.
It's the earbuds got the button.
Bluetooth.
I guess. I don't know. But yeah, with that I could push that button and it would answer the phone and mute my music.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have that in my pocket. So, but the last big project I did out in the yard was putting in the fence in the front yard. And I did that while waiting to find out what the diagnosis was as to why my back hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Once I found out what was wrong with my back and the limitations that I needed to put in place to protect it,
Yeah.
aka cut my activity way down. I haven't done any big projects out in the yard. I would still mow and stuff, but now I can't do that because I don't have enough oxygen. And I don't have a portable oxygen to be able to put on to trot around and mow, push the mower and
Mm-hmm.
have oxygen on board. So by the time I'm bad enough, supposedly, to get it, which I am bad enough, I just can't get the paperwork trail they want going here.
Yeah. I just want everybody to pull their heads out of their bums and get all on the same page.
In my eyes, if you're diagnosed with COPD and you have been approved for oxygen, then you get approved for oxygen. And you don't bring in this huge mini fridge size unit. You just give them a freaking engine so that they can move around and do things. And,
Oh no,
otherwise,
they give you that great big thing and you drag a cord all through the house.
yeah,
Trust me, I've seen it.
tripping over it.
It's a fall hazard.
Yes,
It really
very much
is.
so. It's freaking nuts. And here, just from my bedroom to the sofa where I'm sitting right now
Mm-hmm.
is like 35, 40 feet of cord. It's like, seriously? And the bathroom is right next to the bedroom in the other direction. So if I get up to go to the bathroom, I have to haul all that cord with me, try to navigate it. Well, when you have spinal issues and you have pain issues and everything and stuff, when you gotta pee, you gotta pee. You ain't got time to wrangle 40 foot of hose. You're trying to avoid tripping over the cat, and now you got hose and everything else. And if I go down and break something, they can't put rods or pins or screws or any of that in me. If they could do that, I could get the joints replaced so that I'm not a fall hazard anymore. So, I could go on and on about how broken the medical world has become.
Yeah, we know, dear.
Yeah. Seen far too much of it.
She's trying to get her blood sugar back up too, Vicky. Her blood sugar was way, way low.
Yeah, she had to take an intermission and get it back up from 51, I think she said.
Yeah.
So she's probably plopped her butt in a chair with some juice and is getting it stabilized, and then she will proceed to get her a sandwich or something and to.
She checked back in. Tim said she's hoping that she was okay. And she said she's here. She's just eating.
Yeah.
She was okay. She was worried about her.
Yeah, you do juice or something to get your numbers up right away, and then once you get your brain back, then you make you something to eat to stabilize them in the long term. Because if you just do juice and then take off running again, an hour later you're going to bottom out even worse than you did the first time. Ain't going to be pretty. Well, good, because we don't want to get rid of you.
Nope. Oh. Apparently, Miss Lisa, flipping crazy, dropped a video a couple hours ago that she has got craft junk repurposed jewelry boxes available for sale now.
Yeah, they're medium flat rate boxes, $40 shipped. Excellent deal. I got one. They're good.
Right now, I am not in a place to get more
Yeah, me neither.
boxes of that nature. I have enough stuff to continue sorting through at the moment and put together.
Same here. And I've been going through stuff and calling and,
And right now, my room is in a hot mess of chaos, and I need to get it sorted through and straightened out this week. I have got to get my happy ass in gear and get some things done so
yeah,
that I
because
can
next
have
month we'll have another box coming.
yeah, I got to get myself busy.
You're fine, Vicky.
Oh, you're good, dear. I know you're in and out. Or we're all in and out, trust me.
Yep.
There's Miss Carol.
Hello, Carol. How you doing, dear? And for those of you that don't know, prayers for my brother Van. He was admitted into hospital last night and then transferred to another hospital. COVID. Rona. He's not doing too great. He was already fighting Hep B, so his body was already compromised. So but hopefully he can pull through. The more prayers, the merrier. Or the better, whatever you call it. I don't know. My brain ain't working well enough to PC it.
Well, hello, Miss Amy. How are you, my ninja?
Hey, Amy.
Long time no see.
Well, something just bounced off the wall over there, so I would say Sis is probably waking up.
Oh, I'm doing all right. Fat and sassy as always. With pink hair.
Get cheesy at Red Robin with our new cheesy bacon fondue. Some dip, some dunk, some douse. Dive in.
Let's call you a Pinky Tuscadero.
Oh, you're still sassy. I don't doubt that at all. Yeah, rocking some pink hair.
And I'm doing it all in accordance to the instructions. And this book he gave me was the diet and exercise guide. I'm gonna do the first count and then you count. Ready? 1, 2.
I remember when yours was pink.
My exercises I do 3 times a day. When I very first started, I was just sitting here and my son, he just said, Mama, can I do it? He just does it right there along with me.
So I've done lavender and I've done pink. Who knows what'll end up next?
Good Smurfy.
So he's my workout partner. And I
Or
love
turquoise.
exercise time with him has became one of my favorite times with him because of that.
One never knows.
The food and what I'm eating is something that I'm
Yes, yours was hot pink. Mine is metallic pink.
something that mine is. It's really something that he wants. And the rest of my family, they still eat what they want to because my kids are still kids. Yes, it's still make
So,
their choices.
yeah.
They still have certain things in moderation also.
Not a lot going on around here these days, other than, my house being a hot mess at the moment.
Either I'm going to eat healthy and live, or either I'm going to eat what I want to and die.
Well, I didn't wake you up. But since you're awake, you can move, so I can shift my leg.
I hope that I reach my goal.
There you go. There, now you're in your spot.
Me and my pair are back in Houston again for my second appointment, Dr. Dan.
Miss Amy,
But I'm a little nervous.
question.
How much I'm going to drop off my weight.
When are you going to send me that pretty huge box, love? I'd love to see what was in it.
Ditto.
With the new boyfriend, I understand that.
At my first appointment, Dr. Dan, I weighed 604 pounds. And then Dr. Dan.
Because I'm sure there's lots of nifty things in it that I could, tinker with.
Glad to hear, Irene.
On the 1st. I hold you to that.
Me too.
That's a large amount of weight.
Been through several firsts.
Look, I missed my goal.
All right.
It's still not enough progress for me.
Hey,
Well,
Wendy.
hello, Wendy. And I'm glad you're feeling much better now, Irene. I wonder where TG's at. She's not here to tell me what they're having for dinner at Mom's.
Who?
TG.
Oh. Scarlett, yeah.
This girl says, hey, Tim. Miss Carol was supposed to do invoicing today, but she had a baby shower, and now she has the TENS unit on her knee. I really need to get one of those TENS units.
I look forward to it, Amy.
When is your next acupuncture, Miss Carol?
She had a sugar drop, Carol. She got it stabilized now, though.
Back to the vet with the kitty. Oh boy. That's not good.
Yeah, definitely not good. My little furry nightmare will be old enough next month to get spayed.
Hopefully that calms her down a little.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Amy.
Bye, Amy. Take care. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, that is definitely not good, Wendy.
Sounds like he's got stones.
Mm-hmm.
Stones or crystals. Definitely don't need one of those blocking his urethra. Because a feline's urethra is not forgiving. They are very small and very stiff, and they won't budge.
Amy definitely needs to fill me in on what's going on in life. So, seems like you and Miss Carol both have busy days tomorrow.
Wendy's asking for the link.
There it be.
Yep, it'll pop up here in a second. It's a little slow as of late. There it is.
Great. 11,000 like we agreed. 11 grand's a little steep, but I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I got $400 here in cold cash, and I got my nana's wedding ring. What? You like ocean stuff? Fresh frozen lobster.
Boop.
Yeah, basically, it's
Hello.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi. Oh, let's start from the beginning. He's already had 2 blockages.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, they unblocked him first time within several hours, and then he had a second blockage a few days later. And then he's on Uraleave, which breaks down the crystals in his urine.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on that, and he's on anti-inflammatory Loxicon. But he got rushed back in the other day. He was peeing clots of blood.
Yeah.
So
You might have to go in and remove the crystals manually.
they've said keep a close eye on him. He's doing really well now, though. He's not peeing any more blood recently. So he's doing really well so far.
Yeah. Hopefully they got it nipped in the bud then.
But he's creating too many crystals or some sort. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Some cats are just prone to it.
Hello, Jack.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Jack.
Hi.
So yeah, we've had it back and forth with vets with him.
Yeah. He'll be on special food the rest of his life.
He is. He's on a low ash diet.
I am.
Yeah, it's been rough.
She's in the UK.
Yeah, I'm from the UK. I'm a Brit.
Yeah.
How's little Brit?
She's doing amazing, Ma. It's her birthday on Wednesday.
Oh,
Ooh,
She
she gonna be
turns
getting old.
9.
Growing
Nine?
up.
She's doing amazing. Yeah, 9. I know. It's crazy.
Carol's asking where you're at in the UK. She's got a hubby that's from Scotland.
I'm in a little town called Sheffield,
Well, it's not a little town.
or a little
City.
city called Sheffield.
I thought they called them villages over there.
I'm in a little city called Sheffield. I'm right next door to Rotherham.
Rotherham.
I could swear you just said rubber room.
Rotherham. But yeah.
So I just heard a meow.
How's Ma and Willow?
I'm doing okay. Willow, on the other hand, is preparing to have to go to the hospital to have her MRI done tomorrow.
Aww.
They have to sedate her for it because she can't do tiny spaces. She's claustrophobic.
Aww. I'm sorry, Willow.
Sorry, I'm back. Sis had a question. Yeah,
Hi, Jessica.
guessing
That's
you were
okay,
talking
dear.
about
Thanks for
Van.
stopping in. Sorry, Willow.
I'm guessing you were talking about Van.
Talking about Van.
Yeah. I haven't gotten an update yet, but he's in hospital for it. He was transferred from one hospital to another. So I'm guessing because that hospital has a larger COVID ward. I'm not sure.
Mm.
Not all
I made it back.
hospitals are keeping them now here. They transfer them to ones that are bigger facilities.
Well, y'all talk amongst yourselves. I got to take a run.
Okay.
Hurry back.
Welcome back, Jay.
Yeah. Got 8 household items accomplished, but didn't take long because when your apartment's 324 square feet and less than a fourth of that is actual floor space, available open floor space, it doesn't take long to sweep and clean.
Yeah, but because it's smaller, you got to keep it up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it gets out of hand way too fast in the middle areas.
Yeah.
Well, there's Scarlett. Hello, dear.
Between the dust and my the black that rubs off the wheels of my rollator,
Yeah.
it's a daily mopping around here.
What? You can jump up here. You don't
Hey,
need
Scarlett.
me to pick you up.
ATG.
Sable has gotten in the habit of coming up to the arm of the chair and wanting me to lift her.
Yep.
And she's decided to do this while I don't have pain management. It's like, really? You're the second youngest cat in the house. You can jump on the frickin' sofa. I've checked. There's nothing, no cause for you to want me to pick you up. Yeah, I've checked your muscles and I've checked your abdomen and all that, and you're fine. You're just being a booger. Hey, Jessica. Bonk. She's already picked up that I'm not going to be here tomorrow, and she's wanting to cling to me like Velcro today.
Yep.
And then, they're going to be picking up the worry about Van, so. Mommy's got a shift, baby girl. Got a fidget. My body ain't happy today, I swear. It's all tensed up. What? No, she said you're giving me the stink eye. I love you too, but I don't want to hold you all the time.
Yep.
No, I don't. I love you.
TG. Hi.
Tina will be right back, guys. She had to have a short intermission to take care of things. AKA, she had to pee. Is that like a cracker or something, Scarlett? You lost me.
No, the your chips, Willow.
Oh, tater chips? Okay.
Yeah.
PG! Do run, 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 do run, run.
Somebody said her name was Jill.
Yeah, well,
You already did the do run run.
yeah, I trotted down the hallway, had to go potty. Phew, that's a
Told
job.
I go, wee. No, you don't know. I know you don't. Neither do I. Goodbye. Stupid phone.
Potato burgers with onion in them.
Well, I had a burger last night, but it wasn't a tater burger.
I'll say potato burgers. That's potato pancakes to me. I love potato pancakes. Yum.
I was never a tater cake kind of gal. Mom used to make them, and I don't know, they just weren't my cup of. You know, mashed potatoes are supposed to be mashed potatoes. They're not supposed to be smushed together and then fried. Didn't make sense to me.
Okay,
Bye,
Jessica.
Jessica.
Bye, Jessica. Have a good day, dear.
But yes. Well, sometimes though, the leftover mashed potatoes, sometimes they don't reconstitute well as a reheated mashed potato. So, uh, throw some stuff up in them and cut them out and make potato pancakes. Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah. Everybody's got their thing. I don't know. They just never jumped out at me.
Of course, then again, take those same potatoes and throw some onion and whatnot in them and make some pierogies. I'm good.
I don't know. I guess in my mind, mashed taters are mashed taters and fried taters are fried taters. Taking the one, turn it into the other. It just.
I like fried taters too, so I'm good. A
Yeah.
potato is a potato.
Yeah, fried potatoes with onion and bacon and a big pot of butter beans and some hot cornbread. Perfect meal.
Yeah, that is a good meal right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hungry now.
We can always make Wendy hungry. If it's not movies I like to talk about, it's food.
Yeah.
Yep.
Food is always a good subject.
Be right back, y'all.
Irene was doing, just trivia, movie trivia, and she do Christmas trivia, and I'm like,
Speaking of food, all of the hospital I was in Friday was this part of the same system as the normal one I go to. It was further out north, but they have the same kitchen staff through all the system. And all of the changes I suggested to the kitchen manager and dietitians last year when I was in have all been implemented, and the food was excellent. Excellent.
Awesome. Y'all definitely sound country. Well, I am in Illinois, but Mr. Bones, food is food, you know, and you throw me some cornbread and some potatoes, throw me some ham, some bacon. I'm
Yeah.
good. Pork rules. Throw me some chicken even. I'm good.
Yeah. I had me a big batch of bacon migas for brunch this morning.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Man, that was good. Some of my homemade verde salsa. Mm.
I just seafood and I eat it, okay?
exactly. See, and I always like to broaden my palate. So if I don't know what I'm eating, don't tell me what's in it at first. Let me try it. Then you can tell me what it
Right.
is.
Right. There's some dishes that I could fix that would knock your socks off until you knew what was in it.
Because I went to some friends that I met and made when I was in cosmetology school. They were from Africa. So I went to a birthday party for her little baby sisters. They were twins and they were turning like 6 or 7. And so I was trying the different cuisine, and all of the food was, authentic to African cuisine. I tried it all. Some of it, no. Other, fantastic. Loved it. So, I'm like, don't tell me what it is. I'll try it. Awesome. Even the fish,
Yeah.
and I'm not a fish eating person, but there was some of it was good.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna wander around downstairs.
But I do love seafood. Don't I love seafood. And yes, Mr. Bones, seafood, I seafood and I eat it. Exactly. And Vegemite and Marmite, you put it on toast with butter and you put it on very thinly.
Right.
You do not put that stuff on like you're putting peanut butter on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You put that stuff on very, very lightly.
Or you will regret it.
You will regret it. Well, hello, Roy.
Hey, Roy.
Hope you are having a good weekend. Sorry it's coming to a close, but hope your week is good.
Hey, Roy. I'm kind of staying muted here. She's feeding the cats, and they're
Well, we
making a
know how that
righteous
works at
noise.
your house. What, you slather your Vegemite and Marmite on like, peanut butter? Thick? No. And I don't put that, I would not put that stuff on thick like jam neither. No.
I wouldn't put it on anything.
But yeah, you need to put that stuff on real thin. No. Oh my goodness, TG. How, no, TG. It's like, no, 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 no. How do you do that? You like the talking dream catcher. There is no way I would not be able to even breathe, TG. I'd be vomiting. Seriously. Talk about definitely reconstituted brewer's yeast. Blech.
As of lately, I've had some sleeping. That's not my favorite. Sure, and all that time, I was doing exactly as I need to. It's been fun for me anymore and exercising just about every day as I've dealt with everything that has come my way.
Oh,
As
goodness.
soon as we get settled, we have some time for a few
So, what is going on with you this upcoming week, Mr. Roy?
and doing what I need to while at it.
You got 50,000, auctions and sales going on,
Go ahead and stop that.
lots and lots of talk shows, etc.
And to hopefully get my weight loss
I
surgery.
know Miss Carol has got things on the slow down due to the holidays.
Here we are, y'all. I feel it.
Patrick's having one sale on his channel tomorrow night. Well, drop the link. That way, if anybody is not, you know, associated, they can at least, set a reminder for it
Keep on me just to make sure that I keep making progress
and drop in and show some love.
and moving like I should. And I feel good. And hopefully I'll have a good number that Dr. Val will be happy with.
Not like I've got, hundreds of thousands of subscribers or followers or family members, but but I got a few.
It's discouraging because I think if I had my weight checked just
I know you and Dawn were trying to discuss trying to put something together, Miss Carol.
hopefully Dr. Val will be happy.
Right, Mark, I'm going to drop out because I need food. You made me hungry.
Okay, dear. Love you.
I'll be in chat. Love you. Bye, Willow.
Hi, Wendy. Love you too, sweetie.
Bye.
All right, and then a Black Friday auction starting a little earlier. Lots of guests. Awesome. You need to be dropping these links for this, Roy.
Yep, and don't forget to email Susanna's Chronicles so she can announce them on her morning show on Monday.
Yeah.
Because she does, she lets everybody know what's going on for the week on Mondays
Yes,
on her channel.
As soon as you see where my face out here, we had tough times dealing
Okay.
with the stress of this little 2 weeks.
Angel's got the cranberry bread in the oven. Now, is it just regular cranberry bread or do you do an orange cranberry? Because, oh, goodness, orange cranberry is awesome. There we go. Roy's dropping the links.
I can't focus on that. I can focus on my kids. You have to focus on yourself.
Awesome, Wendy.
Yes, sir, we got our situation.
Still sipping coffee.
It's been okay. It's been up and down. I've been, making some mistakes and stuff, but I've been trying to stick with it. Quite honest. I just been, going back to old habits.
At 2:30 in the afternoon and you're still sipping coffee? You mean you haven't guzzled a pot by now? There you go. Jay drops his on his email so that you can give her the links for everything so that she can do the announcements. Oh, second pot with cookies. Yum. You bet. Always, I thought Everybody always looks at me like I'm crazy when I talk about having cookies with my coffee. Now, do you dunk? Or do you just have your cookies with your coffee?
Because I'm not the keeper.
Public service announcement, huh, Mr. Bones? Got your nails done, made a sale, cranberry bread in the oven, break time. Oh, cheesecake. Wendy. You don't dunk those, they would fall apart. Well, what are they?
I'm jealous. She's got cheesecake, and I'm stuck with a corn dog.
Right, cheesecake. Right, that is a very much younger Papa Smurf.
Yep. That would be 1975 me.
You've been taking mental health meds.
Wow, I would have been like 6 years old.
Is finally in a better place. Except now you have uncontrolled
I was what, 4?
some meds for mental health can cause abnormal dopamine.
Was 8.
Chocolate chip with some added toppings. Gotcha. I like how toppings is in quotation marks. She'd share, but we're too far away. That's all right. I don't need cheesecake.
Jeez, Carol, I would have been 4.
I was only born in 71, so yeah.
I was born in 69. Patrick's favorite number.
I think we might be possibly having fajitas tonight for dinner.
No,
No?
I don't have any mix.
Oh, you're not going to send her to stuff?
Oh. If that's what you want, then yeah, I'll take you to the store. But see,
Angel wants to know if you had another name because your profile pic looks familiar, Papa.
Huh?
I said Angel wanted to know if you had another name before you had Papa Smurf's Taker Shop because your profile pic looks familiar.
Yeah, prior to Papa Smurf, I was Jay's Gadgets.
Well, it sounds like a herd of elephants around here. The baby just got fed, and she's got the zoomies.
Toodaloo.
Fajitas. Yes, I seen the beef pulled out and laid out on the counter. I think we might be having fajitas for dinner.
dad's still together. Okay, my dad died 2005. My stepdad died 2006. And then my mom died 2005. And you found my mom.
This sounds really good too. We need some. Pardon me.
I heard
We
that.
need some more onion and peppers. We only have the one onion. We need more onion and peppers. And fajita season. Yum yum.
Mm.
Oh, Miss Carol, I enjoy my gray hair too. Don't get me wrong, but every now and then I like to throw in this crazy ass colors. I've had my crazy ass gray hair for ever. I started getting them when I noticed them when I was probably 11, 12 years old, starting to come in. Oh, I can hear Sis in the kitchen.
Hmm.
Slinging them dishes.
Well, it's true, Carol.
No, that was just her putting some in the cabinet out of the dish drainer.
But yeah, I do. I mean, I at one point I did not embrace my gray hair, and I put I colored it on a regular. Did not embrace my gray. And then at one point, I'm just like, screw it. This is nuts. I ain't doing this shit all the time. And just let it, the color fade out and kept cutting it until it just, went to its natural. And now I just every now and then throw in one of my crazy colors and I like my crazy colors every now and then, but I don't go with, what I consider to be the natural tones. But I do. I embrace my silver. I like it. Although this crazy ass length, I'm not too impressed with these days. I'd like to go and just cut it all off sometimes, but Tim looks at me and goes, grrr. Don't you, dear?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Tim. Ain't no man telling me how I'm wearing my hair.
Woo! Man, but those others you don't see right now, right?
Okay.
Oh,
And Jay's got company.
Yep.
Yeah, my cousin just came in to help me with some other chores that require going across the parking lot.
don't work in one move?
Not a problem, dear.
Yeah.
Right.
I used to dye my hair in the fall. I dye it burgundy.
Mm-hmm.
But since the COPD diagnosis,
Mm-hmm.
can't do that no more. So. Which sees what you get.
Oh, I hear somebody cranky.
Yep. Round two of the munchkin.
Must be time to change a diaper. Somebody just woke up.
Yep. Change a diaper, plug the cork. Plug the hole.
Change a diaper, fix the bottle, plug it up. Make it aggravated when you got to stop in between and burp it. Yep. Irene says, I hear Auntie's boy.
There you go. How's that one?
Oh, wow.
That's 1959 me.
Pretty awesome.
That's pretty nifty there, Jay. Got to admit.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
I don't think I have any pictures of me when I was young on the computer, thank goodness, except for the one of me when I was in grade school, and it's a school picture where it was all of the class. It's a class picture.
Well, I've been scanning all my old family photographs in to save space. Just got them all scanned into a hard drive.
I've scanned a couple of mine in over the years, but I don't have anything on this computer.
I had a bunch of pictures that I scanned and then I saved them onto CD-ROM. Almost nothing has a CD-ROM on it anymore. A CD-ROM player. Nothing has a disk drive.
Yeah, the new fancy fandangled thing to do is put everything on like cloud or some type of storage website. Did that once.
Everything
They
is
shut down.
on-
Didn't even notify. Lost everything. So yeah, I ain't doing that no more.
Everything goes on a flash drive now.
Yep, same here.
I've got a large flash drive full. I've got a backup hard drive full, and 2 DVD ROMs stored carefully.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have that many pictures out of. I mean, I could put like everything on like one CD, but I think it would probably fit all on one,
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Well,
two.
back in the day, I mean, I even had
Well,
things before CD-ROM. I had them on, floppy.
Yeah, I mean, mine all fit on one, but I've got four different backups available in case something happens to one.
Mm-hmm.
I've always got backups.
Stuff like that. That's what you got to do because you never know when some program's going to suddenly become obsolete. You can't get it anymore.
Right,
Not
and
compatible with a new system. Blah blah blah.
even the CD and DVD ROM discs can go bad over the years too. So
Yeah.
I refresh mine like once every 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Make 2 new ones and throw the old 2 away. Shred them. Well, I probably need to jump off here. My cousin's going to be yakking and talking, so I will see you fine folks later. Have a good day.
All right, Jay. Thanks for being around, dear.
Yeah, it's been fun. Always enjoy these chats.
Sometimes
Take care, dear.
sometimes you don't. It's just a place to hang out, dear.
Bye, everybody.
Hi, Jay.
See you later, Jay. You have a good afternoon.
Boy, he is still full on.
Yeah, he is.
Taking too long to warm that bottle up.
Somebody's taking too long to do something.
Yep. Well, he's gone into the quiver dry.
Whew.
That's his getting mad didn't work, so I'm going to get mad and sound pitiful.
Right? Yeah, he is full on ticked off. I know that much.
Yeah.
Woo! There's a
Ooh,
squealer.
here comes the squeal.
And a snort, too.
Yeah. That's saying something if I can hear it because he's clearing the other room.
Whew. I mean, I've got pictures of family on my computer from when, younger years, but not myself. Smart like that, I guess. I just never did like pictures of myself. I'm still not fond of it. Hey, Summers.
Hey, Summers.
How you been, girl? Only time I see you is when I go visit January house.
Yeah, I've got God.
Exactly, girl. He says he has a temper and he knows how to use it.
I've got pictures. I need to put them. I need to put them on disk.
Do you not have notifications set to all? Just asking.
Just doing Cal.
Yes, he is, Irene.
Sudden silence. They must have popped. They must have plugged the hole with the bottle. Put a cork in it. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. We either could put a cork in it or put a plug in it or something.
Yeah. Something to give him something to do with besides screaming.
You need to clean them out. I go through every now and then and clean house. Oh.
Oh, he lost his pinky. I haven't heard a baby cry this much in years. All my nieces and nephews are all grown up, moved away, got kids of their own.
Put a plug in it. I know. It's not your bottle, but you got your cork. Put it in there. Come here. Come see your grandma. Come here. Yeah, your mama will be home pretty soon. She'll be right back. There we go.
Oh, is that what we're waiting on?
Yeah, it's my grandbaby.
Yeah, that's your grandson. He's a newbie. Little dinky one. He's what, maybe a month old now?
Yeah, 7 weeks now.
Oh, almost 2 months. What time flies.
Yep, that's the grandbaby. It's my mouse. When he first come home from the hospital, his cries sounded like squeaks. So I started calling him Squeaks. And I was like, oh, that's it. He's my squeaky mouse. So Grandma calls him Mouse. Grandpa calls him Buster. So he's a Buster mouse. Nah, Grandma don't need all that noise.
Oh, you're growing a beard. Who knew?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Tim.
Papa, can you fix a jug?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, this is grandbaby number 3.
I didn't know he was going to Santa Claus.
Hmm?
I didn't know he
turned
was
into
going to
Santa
Santa Claus. Yeah.
Summers and Carol both says, hey, Tim. Yeah, give me just a minute, Miss Summers.
She's trying to get him settled down as she flips him right now so you can see his face. He'll have a conniption fit. Aw. She was getting him settled down. He woke up screaming. Nope. He can't decide whether he wants to be happy or not. No, he made his choice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's why he lost his binky. Ew, see something?
It's all right. Thank you, Summers. We think so. Yeah, we think he was adorable. Yes, we do. Yeah, I know. It's okay, dear. Grandpa's making him a jug. Yeah.
Yeah, until he gets that bottle, he's going to be in and out of that.
Yeah.
He gets pretty determined and locked in. And second alternatives are short-lived.
Yeah, Grandma knows the way to get it calmed.
Yeah. Well, after 4 kids a year on, you kind of figure it out.
Yeah, it's all
When he
right.
came along, old hat, she just right back on that bicycle.
Yeah. I mean, I raised my own 4, and then, there were several before, in between. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. You want to sit down? Okay.
Let me go get a
Here comes
towel.
the good stuff, munchkins.
Oh. Yeah. There we go.
Save the boogies for later. I want the bottle now.
All right. But you had a ugly boogers. Got one?
I'll take you.
All right. Oh, yeah, that blanket's in position. There we go. Exactly, Grandma's shoulder. But yeah, his name is RJ. He's a good baby. He knows what he wants. He knows how to get it.
Yep, he's already got him trained. And he's had him
Exactly.
trained for a while.
We're still trying to figure out what formula, because this formula is still not really
Quite good for him.
What formula is good for him, because it's not settling real good on his tummy. He has a lot of spit up. We do try to make sure that he doesn't get a lot of air. But he's just... We tried to get it figured out.
Yeah, if you'll find the one that works best for him.
Mama's going to call the pediatrician tomorrow and see if she can talk with the nurses or whatever and see if we can figure out, because we've already in 7 weeks time, almost 2 months, we've switched from one formula to another. Plus she did try breastfeeding at the very beginning, so we did
Yeah.
get first milk.
Yeah, pretty much
And
after first milk, he wasn't receptive at all to that.
and so it's just been it's been a bit of a nightmare trying to get something that's going to stay on his tummy.
That and first time mom too, so it's good she's got you there to help her work through it.
Well, I mean, she is first time mom, but it's not like she's not ever been exposed to babies.
Oh no. I'm just
So,
saying though, when they're your own, it's a little different world.
oh yeah, way different world.
I personally haven't experienced that part, but I've seen it enough and I get it. Much as I can, not being a mom.
Mm-hmm.
I've ran the gamut with fur babies. And I would imagine it's much the same. A baby's a baby.
Yep. Right, Summers,
Always make quick business of that.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it here in a few, so he'll
Yeah.
probably get ticked off again.
Yeah. Uncork him burping and listen to him scream.
Yeah, not many people like the sound of crying babies, unfortunately.
I don't mind the sound. Took me a little bit to get used to because I hadn't heard it in a while. But
Oh, yep.
I wasn't a mom myself, but I did a whole lot of babysitting. Brittany raised one of my nieces first 2 years of her life.
Sometimes I think we hold them too much. Mom had 9 and I was the baby, and she said they get sore when you hold them too much. Oh yeah, he's definitely alert.
Some might. I think it just depends on the baby.
You went to the YouTube studio and replied to your comments. Yeah, I need to do that. I'm sorely lacking behind in that. Easy does it there, Bobs and Weaves. Oh, I think Mommy's home.
Welcome back, Myra.
All right, you ready for a little more? Said, of course.
Like, what do you think?
I know, right?
I didn't want it to end to begin with.
I know it.
Allie's dozing here next to me, and she's, doing the sit up, laid down kind of thing, and her head's tilted forward, her nose is resting on the sofa. She was just hanging out here, and then that head slowly dropped. If I reached over and touched her right now, she'd do one of her little squealy meow, as it would startle her awake.
Yeah, we all have issues. Summers.
Very true.
Sometimes we get new ones.
Yeah,
When we get new issues, that's when the problems start becoming. Because
yeah,
then
I've
we
been
got
in
to
a rough
figure out
patch here
how
for a
to
bit.
navigate those. Yeah, then we got to figure out how to navigate the new ones. Yeah.
Very true. I've been in a rough patch here for the past few months, and the next few days are going to be kind of batshit crazy. But two things got added to that plate yesterday. No, Friday. They amplified yesterday.
Yes, they did. Roll with the punches. Good Lord, what did she knock over now?
She's moving the sink dishes to be able to plug the cork thing in the bottom of the sink and
Okay, most of the time the
making a
sink is
righteous
empty when
noise.
you do that.
That's all you can do, Summer. I mean, like right now, last night, my brother was admitted into the hospital. He's been fighting Rona for about a week and a half. He wasn't there but a couple hours and was transferred to another hospital. He was in a county west of us, a couple counties over. Now he is in a county about 4 counties east of us, by Kansas City and Overland Park, Kansas.
I got 3 packets of fajita mix in the drawer.
Okay.
But
Mom, Dad, please, in Lee's drawer.
Okay.
plus I have to re-up my oxygen by Tuesday, and I'm out of town tomorrow.
The onion and pepper mix.
I'm not quite sure how I'm going to manage that.
Need some onions and pepper mix.
I'll have to look. I don't know what's in there.
But I will be out of town tomorrow because I'm having a sedated MRI on my spine so that I can get back in to see this pain specialist because I haven't had pain management since August.
He thinks it's good enough.
Burping the baby.
Hey, we'll figure it out.
I just had me a corn dog, Myra.
It's funny, he did a little burp and then he coughed and farted at the same time.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, that didn't feel good.
You want me to take him?
I don't know, gang. Do you want mommy to take him?
It's up to how you're feeling.
Oh no, I'm asking the crew.
I mean, you can get him if you want. I can nap a little bit more. That's fine by me.
Grab it while you can, Jordan.
Do what?
I said grab it while you can. You know, relax time.
Yeah. Feed me, Grandma. You're fine.
Oh, there's the wave. She's going to go kerfluffle for a while.
He's fighting Rona, Summers. And then I have a cat up here now.
Yep, I seen Push Push.
Yeah, she's up here.
She's like, when you get done there, put him up a little higher on your shoulder and I'll clean his face for you.
No,
Oh, she's not a formula horde? Or, formula hog?
Nope.
Anytime we've had a bottle baby around here, one of the adult cats was always there ready and waiting to clean their face once they got their bottle.
No. We
They'd
don't have
finish
that
the
issue
bottle, I
here.
think, if they had half the chance.
None of the cats here have done that with him. Neither one of the kitties.
He gets a little older and he's down on the floor playing and stuff like that. They might
Maybe.
a little bit more. They'll definitely check out his Cheerios and things.
I don't know.
You know, he'll become snack bar.
Sissy Puss maybe, depending on the food. I don't know about Keanu.
Yeah, Keanu, you don't know how he's gonna react.
Good luck at the doctor's tomorrow, Summers.
Well, Friday Summers, he went to a hospital in Council Grove. They kept him overnight. They were going to keep him longer. He insisted on being dismissed. He was dismissed, picked up, brought to Matfield Green, where he's been staying. And within a few hours, he tanked on his Oxets. So his daughter drove him to El Dorado, to the hospital there. And he wasn't there 2 hours, and he was transferred to Overland Park Hospital, a big hospital. So we don't know how it's going to go. I think they probably transferred him because his numbers were fluxing on oxygen between 90 and 40% oxat. Yeah. When he went to El Dorado, he was averaging 50 on his oxat because he didn't have oxygen or anything.
Wow,
They generally
Myra.
don't send you home with it until you've been in for at least 3 days.
20 minutes behind on the live, Myra. I'm glad you refreshed, honey.
Yeah. But his body's already compromised because of the hep B he's been battling and getting treated for. So we don't know. Hopefully he comes through all right. I know it is. I know it's low. I think they sent him there because a lot of the hospitals here, if they get a case in that is complex in regards to COVID, they are transferring him to a larger medical center. And that's what happened with him. He wasn't stabilizing, so they transferred him. Be my guess, because that's kind of been the norm around here as of late. We would appreciate that, Summers. But yeah, tomorrow I have to go to Topeka. I have to be sedated for MRIs, and they don't do that locally, so I have to go up there, which is about an hour one way. Get that done, come home, and hopefully get here in time to be able to get to the medical supply place to pick up an Oxat unit that I have to wear overnight to get the data to them on Tuesday to keep my oxygen here. Otherwise, the insurance will stop paying as of Tuesday. So, yeah, they didn't let me know until Friday. Late Friday afternoon. Appreciate it. Yeah, great. They're supposed to give you a minimum of 5 days notice, and yeah, that went well. So they're going to hear about it when I go pick up the unit.
For Grandma.
They're just going to have to deal. If I can't get it picked up till Tuesday, sorry, it isn't like you have even contacted me,
Yes, it is Summers. It's a PETA for sure.
Yeah. You know, they didn't even contact me. They contacted my doctor's office. My insurance hasn't contacted me. You know, she tried to get him to extend it a day or two, knowing that I was going to go out of town. They didn't want to budge. So yeah, when I go pick up the unit, they're going to hear about it. Say, you know, it's not my fault that I got such short notice. That's on you guys. So figure it out. Because, you know, doing the best I can here, people. You know, they haven't done anything. They haven't come to, like, check the unit to make sure it's still functioning well or anything. It's like they drop it off and it's like, here, have at it. Okay. Trust me, Summers, I'm very good at giving them what for with a dead straight face. I don't bellow, I don't scream. It's a very quiet voice where they actually have to listen. And it can get quite assertive if they do not. So, been playing that game for decades. I know how to work it. But the trip to Topeka takes precedence in my eyes because I haven't had pain management, spine injections, anything since August. It's taken this long to work it out. Not canceling that to sleep with that thing on. I won't be sleeping tonight, so it wouldn't work tonight even if I could get the equipment, which I can't because they're not open on the weekends. And I found out late Friday, no transportation. So, you know, really, you know, y'all are out delivering stuff. You could drop by the house, you know, but no. They didn't even call me.
And they're not open on Saturdays.
No. By the time I found out about it and the nurse contacted them and then called me back, I had them contact because if it's the medical facility saying we need more time, they might be more apt to do it, but they wouldn't budge. By the time I found out about it, you know, they were maybe open 10 minutes. So I didn't even have time to do anything. So yeah, they're going to hear about it. They are going to hear about it big time. And if they try to pull oh, we're going to charge you for this, yeah, I'll just trot over to the hospital with a pre-filled out form for the write-off program. Not playing their games. You know, I've already got it printed out. I'll have it ready. In fact, I might even drop it at the hospital on my way to pick up the equipment. Did that with my knee brace. And they were like, oh, well, they might charge you. And I'm like, no, they won't. And I had a copy of it, all filled out and signed and everything. And I said, I just dropped this off at the hospital. Here is another copy for your records. Call them, confirm. They did. And they were like, oh, so you're not going to be charged because if there's a problem, then that will take care of it. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm stupid. Yeah, like I could pull $150 out of my ass. No. It don't work that way when you live on SSI.
Right.
You know, SSI that is behind the times. I mean, they haven't done anything to it since it was started in 1972. You know, really, you don't live on this. You barely, and I mean barely, exist. Seriously. You know, they don't give you any room to even try to make a little something to help with it. Nothing. It is. And stuff has gone way up in price since that was started in 72. And you average, you know, a 1.2% increase every year, which is immediately sucked right back from your food benefit. Many years I ended up $2 or $3 less than what I had the year before by the time they got done screwing around with their algorithms. You know, But yet suddenly you're supposed to be able to pull $150 out of your ass. No. Needless to say, in the current state of things, House and Congress are working on a reconciliation for the program, as well as Social Security, SSI, SSDI, VA, RRB. I don't know, there's a bunch of them. I can't remember all the whatevers to rattle them all off, but hopefully it'll come out good on the other end, but I'm not holding my breath because, you know, it's the government. Sorry, guys, but you're jackasses. All we can do is wait and see.
Whew.
Holy shit, Summers. That's more than I get a month.
Right?
Sorry, I'll you tell sis is she doesn't know the definition of the word quiet.
Wow.
But yeah, I can go on about that too. But we'll see. We're supposed to be getting it figured out here. Apparently, the second of the two stimuluses was approved the other day, and it's been sent back to, I think it was the House, and then now it's back to the Senate. They're picking it to pieces. We'll see what comes out in the end.
Whew. Gee, man, Nelly.
Good Lord, Summer. All I can say is can't suck blood from a turnip. So,
Sweetheart, I don't know what kind of income y'all have, but damn,
yeah,
that's all I got. That's ridiculous. Because people's finances are not my business, and I don't even want to know, but Jesus Christ. That's ridiculous.
yeah, and they probably don't cover half the stuff that they should for that. It's the way they usually work. Because insurance is no longer, you know, a call-in type thing, much like medical and first responders and all of that. It's a career. And they say they don't dictate what your medical is, but yeah, they do. And it ain't a whole hell of a lot, but yet they sticking ass for it every month. And every time you walk into a doctor's office, and every time you walk into a pharmacy, and every time you go in for a treatment, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know, it's become a program much like if Willy Wonka went to the dark side or something. It's
Right.
effing nuts.
Surely to goodness there is a better insurance where your monthly payment is not.
Excuse me.
Exactly. That's outrageous. $9.50 a month for one person. There's got to be a better insurance.
Yeah.
And then
That's just nuts. That's all I can say. It's nuts.
Excuse me.
That's outrageous, as you said. I mean, right now, healthcare.gov is doing their insurance thing. I would go on and check it out and see what you can find out.
Yeah, I'd be doing some looking. I would definitely be doing some serious looking.
I said, right now is the open enrollment for healthcare.gov. I would check it out and see if you could find something different. Holy
Exactly.
crap.
Now's the time to act. Because that window is open. I jumped through that puppy. Just bubble wrap yourself before you do it. Because it wouldn't surprise me one iota if there wasn't spikes on the other end for you to land on. AKA loopholes and hurdles you gotta jump and blah, 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 blah.
I mean, I'm not one to talk about anything government or political or anything of that nature. But good lordy, honey, that's expensive. $1,000 a month almost for one person for insurance, and then out of pocket copay for blood work, $900. Oh my goodness, honey, that's wow.
Yeah, so basically they're sticking you in the ass for pre-existing condition.
Well, you don't have to necessarily change. You can at least research. You know? I mean, that you can at least do some research. Some people do because of all your previous conditions and everything. If those previous conditions are not causing you any issue any longer, I mean, of course, cancer can always come back as a different format, different kind, et cetera, et cetera. You have a predisposition to it now.
But even if you can't change your insurance, there's programs out there to help with your premiums and copays and stuff like that. You might qualify for something like that would reduce that down substantially.
Right?
Your hubby might too if he's doing Medicare. Mom was on Medicare, and I got her qualified, and her monthly premium went down from I don't know, like nearly $200 down to I think she was paying.
Yeah, I'm saying if you're both
48 or 28.
Both at the age for Medicare, there's got to be,
And it dropped her copays. I mean, she was paying like $50 for a doctor visit, and it went down to I think it was $5 for a doctor visit and $1 a bottle for her meds, and then they dropped that, and she was zero copay on her meds, with the exception of one that she had to pay $10 on, because it was a name brand. If they were generic, they were paid for. If they were name brand, they had to, they wanted a 10 spot, but definitely more manageable. There's a lot of programs out there. I'd be looking. So even if you can't change because of pre-existing condition, there's got to be something out there to help you bring those premiums and copays down. They've got state programs, they've got federal programs. Got to be something there that would work for you. You just got to do the research. You can also check with your local council on aging or whatever they call it, wherever you're at. Sometimes just calling them and picking their brain a bit about it, they can give you all kinds of links of websites and things and phone numbers to check out and look into that you might not find otherwise. They've already done the research and they've got a list.
Hey, Miss Jessica, welcome back, honey.
It's often worth the time to just call your local council on aging services and pick their brain.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Jessica. No, you don't want that. No. That'd be the first place I'd check, Summers, is check with your council on aging, because like I said, they've got lists. They can shoot it to you email, they can shoot it to you in the mail, whatever. They can send you a list. Because, they've been there. That's what they do. They help people, elderly and people with disabilities, sorting out and navigating through all those systems and programs and all of that. Jessica's asking if she can come up.
I would, but I have my hands full and I can't click things at the moment.
Let me drop it for you on blue.
Yeah, but I still can't let her in because I got my hands full.
Oh.
If you give me just a second.
Well, if I would if I could. It's worth the time and effort, Summers. I went through that with Mom, and it made a huge difference. It brought things way down. I mean, she was paying like 10% of what she was before.
You're not picking up that right leg.
You know.
No.
And it was just a little research and paperwork trail and jumping through a couple hoops, you know.
Excuse me.
They often do that, Summers, and all you can do is appeal and get more
Hey, Buster.
imaging, current updated imaging, and test results and stuff on
Hey, Schmo.
what you do have going on.
Is the boy home? All right. I need him, please.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, guys.
One program will say you are, the next one will say you aren't, and usually the one that says you is the one that's going to be trying to pay. That's going to have to pay up. I'm not quite sure how you would navigate that, but I do know that a paper trail and updated imaging goes a long way. That's what I've experienced with what I've had to go through with SSI, and because in 2017 or 18, I came up for not renewal, review, and I jumped through the hoops, every bit of my medical, through every avenue of medical. You know, I went and got current imaging. I contacted them, said, you know, order this, order that, because I need it for SSI review. And then, you know, once we get that done, then set up an appointment for me to come in. We'll go over the stuff. Document trail. That's what I created. I created a document trail that was nearly 6 inches high, stack of paperwork. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Widow. Hi, Mama.
I overwhelmed them with paperwork, and they couldn't deny it because they had 6-inch stack of documents proving that I was disabled.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to deny that. I was exhausted, but I did it.
And then bring this stuff back.
Okay. Why didn't you make it a whole V, man?
To let him know that you're coming down in a little bit.
He should know.
It was supposed to do it yesterday and it didn't happen because I had most of it. Buster, not Buster.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyhow, how you doing today, Giggles?
Doing good. How are you?
And all right. Just passed off the baby to Grandpa.
Mm. I didn't sleep that good.
You didn't?
No. I kept waking up.
Hang on, I gotta find.
Did you go dumpster diving this morning?
Yep.
Did you find anything good? Because I haven't watched your videos yet.
Yeah.
So give me something to watch after my live, which no, I'll probably be about another 15, 20 minutes or so.
Mm. How you been?
I've been pretty good. I just kind of.
Hi, Damien.
There's my.
Hey, man.
I'm the demon spawn of the family.
That's my Damien.
How you doing, Riddle?
I'm hanging in there, honey. It's been rough.
I got to make my first actual to sell pizzas.
Okay, you worked in the kitchen today. Okay.
I normally make stuff, but we didn't need to because we made like 30 or 40 of them yesterday.
Ew.
Huh?
I said ew.
How is that ew?
Because they were made yesterday. That's not fresh made.
None of the stuff is fresh made.
It should be made daily.
They pre-make. We made subs for maybe a couple days.
Okay.
We did that.
Hi, in the chat.
Yeah. Things have changed a lot when it comes to disability.
Yeah, in part,
Social Security.
all the people, you know, that were off work at you know, from shutdown, a lot of them ended up applying for disability because they had an opportunity of no work and, you know, that window of time you need. And then also the COVID survivors, a lot of them have had to go on disability because of severe lung damage post-condition. And so they've changed the program quite a bit there, and you might get through now where you didn't before. So just depends on your timeline there as to whether or not.
Oh, wow. Summer says that she just got done with all of it about 9 months ago. Her attorney was so upset. He said that there was no reason that she shouldn't have gotten it. And since she was a bitch. It must have been the judge or the person from Social Security.
I'm guessing the judge. You can always appeal and request a different judge.
Yeah.
That can be done. You do have that lawful right. I don't know whether your attorney told you that, but you can appeal again and request a different judge. And you have that right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Well, she found cupcake pics.
I ate 3 already.
Oh Lord. I can't do that. Diabetic. If I ate 3, yeah, you'd be calling 911.
Yes, yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
My son had a party on Friday, so I bought cupcakes for them, and that was the turkey thing on them. So I have a whole bunch of turkeys on my stuff right now.
You pull the lever in towards the motor.
See?
And you move it frontwards or backwards.
All the turkeys.
Yeah.
All the turkeys.
You got a whole lot of gobble going on.
Only thing I can't put them in the oven.
No, you can't put them in the oven. You have to put them in after they're baked.
Yeah. Yeah. I took my turkey out last night. I almost forgot.
Yeah, we got to get ours out too here and get it thawing.
I don't have one. No turkey bird.
Sorry, I'm not in the chat anymore.
Yeah, we got ours a few weeks ago.
I'm not sure what we're having.
We bought early. We even, you know, I mean, right now they're starting to offer a little better prices on some stuff. Because they were too high, there's a lot left over. So now they're bottoming the price out to get them out of there. But,
I'm not sure.
I mean, the big picture national average for turkey was about 2.5 pounds a week ago. We got ours like 3 weeks ago, paid 87 cents a pound, which is high compared to, you know, the 29 and 49 cent that we were used to. But we still just went ahead and got one because, you know, we didn't want to miss out on our bird. We love our birds.
Oh, crap, Summer. You worked for the government. You didn't pay into Social Security. Your case was only open for disability for a certain amount of time. So you're pretty much done with that.
Well, that's crappier than shit.
Because you worked for the government, you didn't pay into Social. Why?
Why would they do that?
Why
it don't matter
would the
where you work, you're
government
supposed
do
to pay
that?
in.
Yeah.
What, they think we're special? That's like a screw you at the end of the long game there.
I mean, that sounds pretty screwed up if you ask me.
Yeah, and a short open window for disability, that, no. I think they're playing you. Again, do your research. I don't think that's right.
That's
People
like
should be able
being
to apply
bent
for
over and
disability at
screwed
any
without the
time.
Vaseline.
You don't know what's going to happen in life after. You don't know. They can't deny you that. Oh, estate retirement. We have capers here, Kansas. So, yeah.
I was too excited last night. I couldn't sleep that well.
I couldn't sleep last night because I had a pain spike, and the pain spike grips my lungs, which makes my breathing more difficult, and my oxats to drop. And yeah, I couldn't get comfortable to sleep. I lay down for about 3 hours, and I got very little out of that. And I got to stay up tonight for the road trip tomorrow. So sometime today, I got to be able to sleep.
That's nuts. Summers.
Yeah, there's got to be something. If your lawyer can't find it, just look for yourself. Sometimes you have to educate your lawyer. Unfortunately, disability lawyers, there's a few good ones, but yeah, a lot of them are, even reject ambulance chasers, so they ended up doing disability kind of thing. They suck. So I would do some looking. There's got to be stuff out there. There's got to be. That small window of time thing and not paying into Social Security is just stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Oh, good. There we go again. Got another one?
Yeah, government job here in my house.
Little times from you.
Oh, excuse me.
Grandpa burped.
Here's you.
Incoming.
Pardon me, guys.
Better out than in, Tim.
Yep. Every time I go to pat him or make him burp, I burp. She's come on, burp for me. And I walk past, I go burp. Okay, yeah, see what Grandpa does.
Oh yeah, that would explain it.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to work too many hours. He wasn't going to try very hard because that's all he was getting.
Yeah.
I thankfully had a really good one. She'd been doing it for 37 years. When I went in, she was a freebie provided through what they call Kansas Legal Services here. It's a program for low income to have free lawyers. But she was a good one. She had worked disability for 37 years as a lawyer. She knew every in and out, every nook and cranny. She, with my original application back in 06, early 06, I was approved in 11 weeks.
Wow.
11 weeks, which is unheard of. Usually it's 1 to 2 years if you're lucky. But yeah, I was approved on the first go because she said, take the time to do this, take the time to do that, da-da-da-da-da. And I did everything that she said. And when it hit the table the first time, there was no denying it. So,
wow.
Yeah, she was awesome. And when I came up for review, literally the day I went in to see her, and I just went in for a consult, she told me what I needed to do, the hoops that I needed to jump through, and that I would have to run solo initially, and if I needed a lawyer, they would assign one. But she wasn't going to be available because she was retiring and literally leaving. She's packing a box when I was in there. She had like 2 days left. But she gave me everything I needed. She gave me some papers. She said, fill one of these out, send it in, write this letter, send it in, et cetera, et cetera. So the whole time that I was going through the program of getting, the whole time I was under review, I still got paid. Usually they cut you off. All I had to do was send a letter in, please continue to pay me while we go through this process of review. All I had to do. 1 paragraph, little letter, send it in to them. She gave me the fax number and everything. My checks never stopped. There was no speed bumps, nothing. They just continued right on through. If they had not, I wouldn't have had that income. But then once I got approved, they would have had to have paid me again, retroactive. Yeah, I wouldn't have had a house by then. won't get a home with them. So, you know, you got to have that to live on. So yeah, one quick little letter and
We'll get some more for you.
okay, it just continued. My medical continued. My food benefiting continued. Everything just stayed the way it was. And I started doing everything on the checklist that she gave me or that I wrote as she told me these things. You know, get this, call these people, do this, fill out this form, jump through this hoop, blah, 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 blah. It was a long list. And yeah, I started at the top and worked my way down. And when it was all said and done, every single thing on that list was checked off. And a couple of weeks later, the visit with the judge, which was over the phone, because I requested the remote version instead of having to go to Topeka and sit in a courthouse and be in tons of pain and not be able to think by the time I got there. You know, when it was all said and done, she said, I'm going to sit down and review this stuff. I'll probably have a decision tomorrow. It sounds like everything is in order. So, yeah, I got a call the next day. You're good. And then, I don't know, what, a week later, I got the official letter. But she called me the next day and said, yeah, I went through everything. Everything is in order. We have everything we need, and you're cleared. So, you're good. So, and all of it went smoothly because I went in and spent an hour with that lawyer, just talking to her. And she jerked a few pages out of a file drawer in her desk and handed them to me and said, do these. And otherwise, she just rattled stuff off while she was packing boxes. And I took notes. Did that for an hour, and then off and running I was. And mind you, even at that point, I was in a crap ton of pain. But, I just did it. I went to Topeka 2 or 3 times to get imagings, just a sedated MRI. And I had to go there and see a dermatologist. And I don't remember what all. There was like 3 or 4 trips to Topeka and seeing all my local specialists and then some because some stuff was added on or I was referred to somebody else. It was crazy, but I did it. I gave them far more than they needed to approve me, but they now have a file on me that is current data, or at least it was then. And I have now been, my status now is in-home long-term care. And I'm up for renewal on some stuff every 3 months, some stuff every 6, some stuff annually. And if they need anything, then I get it done. The chances of me going under review now are less than 5% because I'm in home long-term care and they're constantly getting data. So if they come up on my file and say, oh, well, we haven't done a review on her a while, they'll see that in there and be like, oh, we don't need to do a review because we're constantly getting the information. She's still such and such status, and let's not even bother. She's got it bad enough kind of deal. So that again are very small. So I'm like, yeah, baby. Because trying to jump through those hoops now, that ain't gonna happen. You get bad enough that you can't do it anymore. That's when they try to get you and deny you because they know you aren't going to be able to pull off what they need. Well, I beat them to that by pursuing the approval for the in-home long-term care. Now that I'm that status,
excuse me, sorry.
They honestly can't really bug me. So, because I'm under review for every little aspect of it. It's like right now my oxygen, trying to get that oxset thing done overnight in the midst of all this other chaos to give them that information. That's kind of the extent of where I've had to go thus far. Otherwise, it's usually a phone call or I might get a couple pages that I need to sign and fax back. And it's all handled by a care coordinator. She makes sure that it gets pushed through. For whatever reason, the oxygen thing slipped through the cracks, I guess. And, I'm having to kind of squeeze it in here during a rough time when I'm having to go out of town and everything. But I'll get her done one way or another. If it's a day late, then like I said, on the way to drop the equipment back off so that they can send it in to get the reading out of it, I'll just stop at the hospital and put in a write-off form with the office. And if they try to stick me for an extra day or something, try to charge me for a day of oxygen or something, it'll get picked up by that. So, not stupid. It's one little trick I learned. If they try to charge you anything, fill out one of those forms, drop it at the hospital, and give them a copy. And they pretty much shut up at that point because I know their game. And if the paperwork's already in place, they can't do anything. They can't do anything. All they can do is if the insurance doesn't cover it, then run it through that, and they just they can't do anything. They can't come at me for it because I've already done the paperwork. Pretty much any of your hospitals that are classified county hospital, but most hospitals have them. It's just a type of Esme. Trying to body hold poor old Callie. But yeah, it's just they have all different kinds of names for it. You usually have to kind of dig around on the website to find it, but it's usually a PDF form that's basically a write-off form, and it'll take care of medical bills, hospital bills.
Okay, Irene.
Medical, what do they call it? The equipment stuff. Anything like that where they're going to try to stick you. Oh, your insurance might not pay for all of it. Okay, dropping off one of the forms. Whether they use it or not, once you drop one off and put it in the office, it's good for 6 months. So.
What the hell happened to you? Hello, motherfucker.
And it's known to pay up as much as 1 to 3 years back if you have outstanding bills at the hospital that you drop the form off at.
Slim Shady and Justin Bieber at work.
What the hell did she do to her arm?
I'm not sure what Miss Lexi did.
And went home and bleached my hair. Went to work the next day and shocked everybody. Nobody recognized me. It took my boss.
Everybody wants to know. Willow says, "What the hell did she do to her arm?"
Oh, the doctor thinks I sprayed it at work for working too much.
Okay, but
Doing the same rotation. They think I sprained it.
Sprained your shoulder?
I can't make out a word she's saying.
Rotator cuff sprain.
Oh, yeah, ouch.
So now she's out of work for a week.
Oh, shit.
Well, it feels a lot better in this thing than.
She ain't gonna be pulling a turkey out of the oven with that.
I won't say where my mind just went.
Be lucky to get a turkey leg out of the microwave. You.
You can break Summer's ouch. Oh, Lordy kids. Well, we're down to the 3 of us on the panel, and Summers is still in the chat.
Yeah, a couple 3 in the chat.
Yep.
It's winding down.
It is definitely winding down. So I think we're going to call it a day, gang. It's been fun.
Have a wonderful one, everybody. Twiddles.
Enjoy. It's going to be a fun one, I think. It's definitely going to be a kind of slow one this week with not much going on for Johnny because he's going to be
yeah, he's gone.
Vacationing here in Illinois up at the cottage.
Yeah.
And he'll have his morning talk shows, but he's not doing his afternoon gigs. So,
yeah, she said so. Bless you.
Y'all take care. I will see you soon. Much love.
You too, Mom.
I'll be popping in and seeing everybody at Irene's from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday if she has one Friday. I'm not sure. But happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
You too, Mom.
Much
Happy
love.
Thanksgiving.
See you, Miss Jessica. I'm going to pop and see your videos today.
Bye, Willow.
Bye, girls. Bye,
I will see
Bye,
you
Jessica.
everyone in
guys
the
all
chat.
later.
Bye, Ma. Happy
Bye,
Thanksgiving.
everyone.
Toodles all. Happy gobble gobbles.
Happy Turkey
Gobble
Day.